Welcome to The Chatter, your end of the week ear candy for what to eat, drink, see, and do in Richmond, Virginia, right damn now.
The Richmond Experience is independently owned and created by locals, us, for locals, you. From recent openings and the latest trends to time-tested traditions and hidden gems, we're here to help you experience the very best that RVA has to offer.
Hi, I'm Paige, RVAX owner and chief marketing officer. I'm the face you see in front of the scenes on Instagram and TikTok, taking you to all the latest and greatest hotspots around town.
And I'm Kelsey, RVAX owner and editor-in-chief, working behind the scenes on your Wednesday and Thursday newsletters, the Weekly Insider and the Weekender, and City Guides.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hi, Paige. How are you?
I think I'm doing way better than you. I mean, not to sound awful. I'm good. The weather's making me happy and I am just ready for summer.
I will say, the sunshine of it all is also very helpful for me, and I can we're getting pings.
I put it on Do Not Disturb, and yet
That's me too. Well,
you are disturbing me.
candidly, before this too, we couldn't even figure out why our sound wasn't working because I can't figure out what button is the problem, and we're having all kinds of technology fun this morning. Yeah, the sun I'm finding to be helpful over here too. And as you said, you're probably doing better than I am, and you weren't just bragging. I'm my year is continuing to be really on one. I am sorry to start us off with such heavy news, but I actually recently lost my dad to cancer after a very quick experience with it. It's been a very rough couple of months, especially, and everything sort of just went even more left in the last couple of weeks. And so, as you may or may not have picked up on social media or in different like branches of our content, we've been kind of trying to reorient ourselves to just sort of
Take a pause, take a beat.
breathe. I mean, I know as we were just pushing record, I was saying like, you really are the best, Paige. And you were like, I'm really not. But I do have to say, you are so good at kindly and firmly saying like, here's like my suggestion for like how to just breathe. Here's a great way that I would suggest you could breathe. And it's been very grounding for me. So yes, we've been kind of trying to do that in these past couple of weeks, along with, as you can imagine, so many other things behind the scenes too, just to sort of basically figure out what the fuck, like what.
And I was unfortunately like even when I lost my grandma or we lost Holly's dad, this business doesn't stop. Social media doesn't stop. The emails don't stop. It doesn't matter. I mean, like, well, it does matter, but it like nothing stops. The world keeps spinning, even though you feel like, how could it? And so,
Right.
like, I understand that feeling of like, honestly, just feeling totally like out of control. And so, like, you can only do what you can do. And it just is what it is. But, like, unfortunately or fortunately, things just keep moving along, and we just have to kind of just pick up the pieces when we can.
100%. I've probably made this joke. I've been making this joke to a lot of people just because I feel like it's very relevant to my current situation too, where it's like motherhood is so humbling because you can be having the breakdown of your life and you still have to wipe somebody's ass. So like,
And that's true. I wasn't even talking about mothering.
but that's like, in to associate that too with the business. I mean, like, you can be having the biggest breakdown you want to be, but you gotta keep this part of it moving too. It's just an amazing experience, and like life really does move on its own pace with or without you too. So it's like it's just we're dealing with the grief of it all, and then also just like there are so many things going on that have to continue moving along at some pace too. So it's just been and I'm not coming up with any um like graceful ways to say it. It's just truly a mind fuck over here. Like it's been insane.
It's crazy, and ultimately it sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
it sucks.
it does. It sucks. So We've just been over here. That's why we missed last week. We just needed to take a beat. We're going to try and get back to regular scheduled programming. Oh, this would be a great opportunity to mention up front. We are going to be taking the month of July off from the podcast.
Right.
We've been at it now for a few years. We have missed a few episodes here and there with holidays or travel, but we are going to take the whole month of July off to give us a little break. Just call it a little summer hiatus, but we will be back August. We're just, in need of a little pause.
Yeah. Need a breather for sure. And so when we were sort of behind the scenes talking about how to approach like these coming weeks and months, we decided, you know what, this podcast is a great opportunity for us to chit chat and all, and, share stuff with the listeners. But maybe people are out of town all the time during the summer too. So maybe it's okay. Maybe we just put a pin in this at the end of June. We will be back in August. I'm glad that you brought that up because I think that's something where there's so many things right now too that it's just like my brain, is it even connected? I'm not sure. I probably would have like spaced about you saying. So I'm glad that you mentioned it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably mention it on the next couple episodes just so you guys aren't curious, like, where did you guys go this whole month? But we just figured with it being summer, a lot of people on vacation. Frankly, Kelsey's going to be on vacation.
Right.
Just figured it would be a good time to take a beat and, we're here in many other ways on Instagram, on TikTok, in your emails. The website's still going.
Right. You'll still see us floating around every which way. Right. We just thought, you know what, if there was something that we could maybe like take off our plate for just 1 second, maybe the podcast, she'd understand.
Yeah. And so, podcasts take breaks all the time and they do seasons, and we just figured it would make the most sense. So,
right. I think that makes sense for sure. Yes, I'm glad that you mentioned that. So there's all of that. Do we? What happy things should we talk about? How have you been, Paige? I know you and I have, of course, been talking, but how have you been enjoying your pool season so far? Well, you look glowing.
Thank you. I love the pool. I do feel like all I do if it's sunny, it's like my goal is to just be out there. I try and spend at least an hour at the pool, like if it's nice, and frankly, if my schedule allows. Because some days I'm just running around. Like yesterday, I was running around all day, so it just totally depends. But I even love like an evening hang at the pool. Like I had some friends over, and we just had like a cheese board and watched the sunset. The weather has just been giving. Like after all that rain, I've just enjoyed like the 70s, 80s temps with like the cool breeze, no humidity. And as we all know, I have seasonal depression. So this weather just like gives me life. So yeah, we've done the pool a lot. July is going to be a little busy. My sisters come down. I go to Pennsylvania for a little bit. My Finger Lakes trip got moved again, so now it's in August. So we're just like over here kind of mapping out our summer. I mean, lots happening.
Right, just moving and grooving. Oh, it sounds amazing. Yeah, that evening pool type of setup reminds me of, I feel like I see all the time on Instagram where people are like, you should really try a reverse beach visit or like a beach day when you're down at the beach, where it's like you don't go until like 4, but like bring dinner. It's like the sun's not as like roasting you. Yeah. I love it. I feel like same kind of vein. I love the whole concept.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just breezy. The sun's going down. It's a vibe.
Right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, God, beach me strength. You mentioned that vacation too. That's something that's completely forgotten. I just, anytime in times of even light stress or just straight up trauma like I'm experiencing now, I just think like, when is the next time I'm going to the beach? That's what I need. The sea.
End of July, right?
End of July.
We're nearly there. It'll practically be here before we know it.
I know, truly. But you're so right too. I'm so glad, like Memorial Day, I guess like as we were heading into that weekend, the forecast was like, this is not Memorial Day celebration wise. So I'm glad we've kind of like turned a new leaf or whatever.
I mean, that was brutal.
It was like all weekend.
Memorial Day weekend was brutal, and we like had a boat and everything. And I mean,
Oh,
we made
right.
the best of it. And we still had a blast, but it was freezing, the rain. Oh, not
I was even
not a
wondering,
good start to summer, guys.
no, that's not the kickoff you want. I was even wondering our own pool. It's like, are they, I mean, I was a lifeguard back in my day, and on days like that, I'd be like, why are we even here? I was wondering if they were even going to open. I think they did just to be supportive of people excited for summer, but like nobody was going there.
Well, I even felt bad for like the staff at the lily pad because after our boat at Kingfish, we went to the lily pad, and our server was saying like that day she anticipates like a lot of money because it's
Right.
constantly busy and it's sunny and it's nice and people are like there by the water, and like it's like their whole staff probably didn't make as much because it wasn't nice out, so there just weren't people there.
Right, right. It's
So that
like sort
was
of,
like a bummer.
yeah, just a bust from all angles. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that we're, at least for right now, in a better, season of it all weather-wise. So that'll be nice to sort of like continue that thread until, of course, it gets to be unbearably hot. I'm sure any day now.
I know, I know. And
But you
so
know what? I'll still
take it
take
while
that
I can.
over. I'll take that over the rain. I'll still take it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've just been outside a lot. The kitties have been outside in their tent. We got them a catio. We haven't built
Oh,
it yet. So we'll be out there. I've just been really, yeah, soaking in the outside time.
amazing, amazing. And then before we know it, I've been kind of like on and off like social recently too. Where are we in the Greek salad of it all timeline? Have we made it there yet?
Not like country Greek salad time, no.
Right.
Mm-mm.
It's coming. Isn't that like July usually, isn't it? Or no?
July, but do we all know that I hate to be the bearer of bad
Oh,
news,
right.
but Duke's Hot Tomato Summer is not happening, guys. So
Right.
you're gonna have to get your fill from like Joe's and Country Greek salads or the Summer Supper Some Dinner series that I always like hype about. So you'll have to kind of, yeah, get your fix another way. Come on,
Yeah,
Dukes.
I know.
I'm a
Dukes, what are
little
we
mad
doing?
at them.
I know. What are we doing? What are we doing? Well, you and I were so excited that the big dill dog was back, and we
Oh,
keep saying, like, I don't feel like we've gotten enough good news. Dukes, what are you doing?
I know. I feel like the big dill dog. Like when I went on my tour of Carmax Park, like back in April before opening night, the first question I asked is, "You guys got the big dill dog?" And unfortunately, Sam, my contact there, was like, "Unfortunately, no, it's not happening here." And I was like, "This is gonna cause a scene. It's you know, the gluten-free folks really loved the big dill dog."
Right.
And
What are we
so,
doing?
I saw that a lot of people, well, it's from Paige, our book club friend.
I saw that too.
Yes, our book clubber, Paige, she sent I
It's
don't
the
know what
office ladies.
she sent something about it to the Office Ladies podcast. I think they talked about it, and then it spiraled this whole thing to get the big dill dog back, and it guys, it's back. We well, Paige, we did
Paige
it.
got it back. Page R. Thank you, Page R. Amazing. I wrote about this in our intro to the Insider this week too. I was like, Glizzy Girl Summer is on. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, but with the Duke's like hot tomato summer bill, it's like, what do we need some good news, and the big dill dog was here to save us all. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Excellent.
Oh my gosh. Well, should we get into other, good time happenings around the city?
Yes, absolutely. So, what to eat, drink, see, and do in RVA this week? I'm up first with eat. We do have a new restaurant in Scott's Addition. It's called Hang, and it's a lunch and supper's new Tex-Mex concept. Opened, I think, yesterday, so should be open all weekend. But what they are dubbing it as is like an all-day happy hour. So they'll have $3 beers, $5 tacos, and $8 cocktails. Cocktoads. $8 cocktails. But they are just wanting to be like an accessible spot with cheap food. They want cheap drinks, no reservations. So they're going to have it's in lunch and suppers former space before they moved into their rental space. So it's just like the old lunch and supper spot. But you go in, I believe you like order from the counter, you take your number. It's like a Susie's or a Jardin where it's like counter service. But a lot of people have already been saying how great it is, how good the food is, how good the drinks are. And so I anticipate it's going to get busy, especially with the prices and the accessibility and the no reservation. It's kind of like giving Cochi Loco that way too. Like, and Cochi Loco is always packed. So,
Right.
yeah.
Uh, I love a no fussy like taco situation. Say less.
Yeah. And open daily 3 to 10. So
Oh, fantastic.
even on
Oh, yeah.
Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. So,
I think when we were originally seeing murmurings of this, I don't think I realized how it really was just built out of lunch supper. I knew like they were involved in some way, but I didn't realize it's just sort of
yes.
like an extension of the whole thing.
It is, essentially, yes. And so
Amazing.
they have the patio, the bar area, the restaurant area. So there's plenty of space. So,
Amazing. Fantastic. Got to get out there. And then for drink, of course, we're in the midst of Pride Month. Happy Pride to all of you who celebrate, who should be everybody. It's Pride.
absolutely.
For a couple of like themed situations, we wanted to let you know that Coco and Hazel, of course, since they always do, are doing like very festive drink situations. They've got a Born This Way, like rainbow unicorn delish boozy shake, which I noticed that they said on their post is like not kid friendly per se, which would bum my daughter out in the hardest way. I'll have to keep her away from the pictures. But they've also got a Pride parade flight, like coffee flight type thing, and then the riot lineup, which is also in that same vein. All very Instagrammable, like delicious and cutesy, and celebrating the reason for the season over there. Have you gotten to check out any of this in person yet, Paige?
No, not yet. I am gonna put a Pride Day treat, posts together. I always
Right.
just because people are always so creative and fun with them. So
I always love your treat roundups too for any like occasion. It's just the cutest way to curate the whole thing and see what everybody's doing. I love it so much.
it is always fun to like peruse and see what everybody's doing.
Right. And see what everybody's doing. And then on the other hand, the Scott's Edition Pride Crawl is also happening specifically this weekend on Saturday we're guessing, the marketing's a little, we can't totally pin down. We're thinking 12 to 9.
Yeah. Most of the breweries are open then, so
Exactly. It's
we're a little guesstimate.
Exactly. I feel like it's a solid guess. And they're doing this in partnership with Side by Side Virginia, supporting that organization with their, proceeds and all. In part, one big drink that people are excited about is Boston's Love is Love, which I know, Paige, you had the whole description up a second ago. I have to pull it back
I
up again.
can read it for you if you'd like. It's a grassroots otter. It's a refreshing ghost style ale brewed with lemongrass, hibiscus, and ginger. Oh no, I can't hear you.
Oh, I muted myself. Oh my gosh. That sounds delicious. I feel like I have to get over there. I also love a festive beer situation. Fantastic.
Yeah, and I know I'm not talking about Scott's Edition anymore, but Hardywood's Tropic Like It's Hot is also another Pride favorite of mine. But yeah, so your normal Scott's Edition folks are participating: Ardent, Sierra, Strange Ways, Busky, Bingo, Star Hill, Boston, The Vale, and more. So
Delish. Get out there.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, as we were saying, like soak up the gorgeous weather while we have it currently before Mother Nature. Like it's like I'm ready for some more rain. Like get out there.
Yeah.
And then as far as C, we also have something in the Pride sphere as well. The Carytown Pride Market and Chalk Art event is happening this weekend. You can join Trans Jam RVA in spreading messages of LGBTQ plus pride, kindness, and joy as they chalk up the sidewalks of Carytown and support a bunch of queer-owned businesses in the area. Go shop, support, chalk things up. Very cutesy over in Carytown this weekend.
Yeah, I think that'll be adorable too. So
yes. I should also say too, as far as chalk destinations go, if you want to participate specifically in that part, they've got BC's World of Mirth, Shelf Life Books, Babes of Carytown, Sugar and Twine, Plan 9, Dogma, BBGB. Like you can go get chalk, do your little designs, and return your chalk.
Okay, that's cute.
I don't know what I've seen I feel like Carytown specifically has events like this chalk wise. And it's always so cute, but I can't remember what I've seen it for. Is it always Pride? I thought it was like other events too.
They might have them for others, but they always like do like the Where's Waldo and
Right.
like I know they did like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like golden ticket. They're always very creative.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just a great way to be outside again and like do something that, is just a wholesome way to support our the LGBTQ community in the Richmond area. I love it.
absolutely. And then for Do, one of our most favorite spaces in Richmond turns 100. Maymont is having a huge celebration this weekend. I will be there on Saturday. My plan is to go there at noon, go to the pool for a few hours, and then pop around Scott's Addition for the crawl. So that's my Saturday plan.
Love.
But one of Richmond's most iconic places is turning 100, and everyone is invited to celebrate. It's going to be a weekend packed with music, animals, gardens, food trucks, history, and more. So it kicks it off on Friday. You can kick it off under the stars at the summer kickoff concert starting at 5 p.m. You have Full Moon Fever and Three Sheets to the Wind. You can bring your blankets and lawn chairs and settle in for an unforgettable summer night. There will also be food trucks on site serving up local favorites. Advance tickets are 20, 10 for kids and seniors. Day of tickets increase in price, but you can grab those online. Sounds like a fun night to kick it off. And then on Saturday, there's a big celebration happening from 12 to 5 with a free festival across their 100 acres. They're going to have a live music, a farmer's market, animal keeper talks, art exhibits and crafts, food trucks, garden strolls, mansion tours, wildlife encounters, picnic perfect vibes. And plus, they're going to have sold separately on the CoStar main stage as well. So they're going to have a nice band. Just like how we always gush that VMFA is free, I always like to gush that Maymont is free as well. And I just think it's a treasure. I haven't seen the new wildlife trail yet. I haven't been over there since the expansion, or not really expansion, but since they opened it all up. And then the Maymont Mansion reopened as well. So it's a good opportunity to just kind of go see all the new things over there, because there have been a lot of changes and it looks and seems beautiful. So I'm really excited.
Yes, it truly is one of those things where we're like very spoiled to have that in our neck of the woods. So absolutely get out there and support whenever you can, especially something like this. Easy sell.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get over there before it gets hot and just kind of walk around and take in everything, and it'll be fun.
Oh my gosh, amazing stuff. I love it. And like the kickoff of the live music season of it all, like all the things like that are always so exciting. I feel like we're gonna have a great summer. Oh, that reminds me too. You and I got Hanson tickets in the last couple of
Listen,
weeks.
I am pumped about this music this summer. I wanted to go see I forget, it was last Friday, either or, but I mean, I'm seeing Passion Pit next week. We have tickets to Hanson, got tickets to Empire of the Sun. I'm going to Rufus in a few weeks to DC. I just feel like it's a really good summer of music. So anywhere,
Uh,
yeah.
Anywhere. I know one of my, one true loves, Casey Musgraves, she dropped an album and she's going to be in Baltimore. I think not until the beginning of September, but I was already saying to Matt, you know what, maybe that's the kind of thing where mom's going on a solo trip. You take care of the kids. I have to go see my girlfriend. Okay.
Yeah, like Taylor.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah. And speaking of that too, all the excitement around the when is the wedding situation happening. I mean, quite a lot of things to entertain ourselves this summer. I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. And that wraps us up. So thanks for listening, Richmond. And by the way, there's more where that came from. Joining the Richmond Experience as a member is the best way to stay in the know about what's going on in RVA.
Not to worry, we refuse to sell your info or bombard you with ads, but we do charge a small annual membership fee of $39 a year to fund our team so we can keep doing this awesome work. Plus, a portion of each annual membership purchase for the Richmond Experience goes to rotating nonprofits each month. That's like $1 per week to get an all access pass to the best of RVA and lift up local orgs. It's a really, really good deal, friends. And listen, what are friends for anyway? Use code CHATTER to get $10 off your first year subscription.
Give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at The Richmond Experience, and on Instagram at The Chatter and RVA2. And if you enjoyed this episode, send it to your buds and rate, review, and subscribe.
And if you want to keep up with each of us, you can find me at Kelsey Hines' Typing on Instagram.
And me, Sips and Trips with Paige on Instagram.
Chat with you next week, RVA.